Grip, a melancholy chronicle of three ravens. In the long gallery of life's most curious associations, let this be inscribed with a flourish, that a raven, black as soot and bold as a barrister, should once have served as both muse and menace to a man of letters. He was called Grip, a name most unsuited to a creature of wing and beak, but one which he wore with impudent pride. He was my raven, my familiar, and I dare say my editorial critic. With eyes like ink blots and a voice pitched somewhere between a cough and a curse, Grip haunted the halls of my house in Devonshire Terrace like a feathered ghost with a lease on the furniture. Grip the first, if I may so number him, was a marvel. He would greet the housemaid with, "Hello, old girl," a phrase he had no business knowing, tap on the window panes like a debtor demanding entry, and mimic coughs, laughs, and any other sound that amused him. He stalked about with the self-importance of a retired colonel, and I began to suspect that he thought I was the pet. Alas, this creature of brilliance and bluster came to a tragic end. With curiosity unmatched by reason, Grip tasted a pot of lead-based paint and paid for his sampling with his life. He expired not quietly, but in a manner most theatrical, as if bidding the world farewell in one final performance. So struck was I by his passing, I had him preserved, stuffed, as some less poetic souls might say, and placed where he might still observe and disapprove of my scribblings. But though his body remained, his presence was missed, and thus came Grip the Second, a successor to the perch, if not to the soul. This new raven had a similar air of intelligence, though none, I confess, could equal the original. This new raven had a similar air of intelligence, though none, I confess, could equal the original. Nevertheless, Grip the Second accompanied me through the publication of Barnaby Rudge, a tale in which a talking raven modelled directly upon Grip the First plays a mischievous and mysterious role. The readers thought it strange, but I assure you the real bird was stranger. Now comes a twist most literary. Across the sea in America, a young man of ink-stained melancholy by the name of Edgar Allan Poe read Barnaby Rudge. He remarked, quite rightly, upon the raven in my tale, and not long after he penned his own avian apparition. A bird that knocked at midnight and croaked the dreadful word, nevermore. Thus it was that Grip in his strange way lived again, not only in fiction, but in poetry, in the very lines that would make Poe immortal. As for Grip the Third, well, he came in due course, as birds and men do, for though the feathers may change, the spirit of eccentricity, like the best parts of literature, endures. So let it be recorded that in a modest London home, three ravens reigned in turn, and the first among them, clever, cursed, and cawing, left such a mark on his master that he now rests not only behind glass, but in the curious corners of literary history. And I, dear reader, can only smile at the memory and tip my hat to the only bird who ever edited me.